What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopeliveTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Richie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey.
What you do?
Hey
Gina?
there. I don't know what you did.
No, I told you I was cool. Everything was good. But
okay,
anyway,
well, we here. Let's do this.
we're here now. What's up? This is Greg Gray. This is Gina over there. Welcome to Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, look, we have another great show tonight. Another great show tonight because we are blessed to have the Distinguished Authors Guild authors on here tonight, award-winning authors and soon-to-be award-winning authors. I already counted the ballots, so I already know who wins. All right, but
You don't.
let's
Don't believe the hype.
let's just get it started. What's up, Mo?
Hey, Mo. Mo made it today.
I've been trying to get
What's
on
happening,
that.
Mo?
We here, man. We here. What up, Steve?
What's going on?
Steve,
Hey,
Chilling,
Gina.
chilling. Gina,
Hey,
we
Mo.
got a bunch of people on coming on
Hey,
tonight,
Steve.
so,
Welcome.
so we're gonna get it started. But there's one thing I wanted to. Gina told everybody. I said I was gonna let it be known. Gina told everybody.
Ooh.
Ooh, what? She told everybody. Log on.
wait. Tell
5:50.
everybody what?
Mo, Steve. She told him log on at 5:50.
You know why? See, I'm going to put this back
No,
on.
I
You
don't
know
care.
why?
I don't care. They've been
You know
sitting
why?
around here for an hour. Why? Why, Gina? Why?
Wow.
Wait, I'm trying to get it together. Hold on. You know why?
What?
You know why?
She trying to find out. I'm gonna tell you, okay? I'm gonna tell you.
Because he's sitting in a brown chair. There you go.
Let's just do this shit, man. We all gonna go to hell. Stop.
That's the best I could come up with, y'all.
You gonna go to hell in a handbasket with gasoline boots on.
That's the best I could do.
Oh, this Negro.
But why he gonna? Why?
Gina,
why
don't do
he
that
gonna
again.
throw me on the bus? Why?
Okay, I'm gonna have
I'ma
to
tell
log
you.
off.
It don't matter
gonna have to log
what
off.
error I made. These authors
have
are
to
gonna
log
come
on.
on here, and they're gonna give you their story. You might end up crying at the end. Who knows? But I know one thing: you're gonna get a lot of information about them and what inspired them to write their books. And these are award-winning books. So we're going to get started because I want to make sure they have plenty of time to tell us, plenty of time to there she go. She said, oh my gosh, Tyler. He said CP time. But CP time is late. That would have been 7:50, not 5:50.
That's reverse CP time. That's reverse, okay? You messed up. Let's get these authors on here.
All right, let's bring on some veterans. Some of you are going to recognize a few of the authors, a couple of authors that are on here tonight, and some of them you won't. But either way, you're going to know who they are once this show is over. Let's bring on our very own Patricia Wallace.
Ooh,
Hey, Patricia.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Nice to be here again.
Yes. Patricia and the clan. She don't go anywhere without the family.
No, that's true.
And I'm not mad at you.
We roll deep.
You roll deep. I appreciate you. I am so. You know what? I'm not gonna leave the S off of Christopher's time outs. Because you know, before I kept leaving that S off, but you said don't leave off that S because it was more than one. Okay, so make sure you put that S on the end. All right. You know what? We also have. I don't think she made it on yet.
She was on the 550.
Yeah, she was on the 550, but she got a blank screen. So I need you to fix your screen, Fyre Marshal, so we can bring you on. But we have a husband and wife authorship going on here, and I really want to hear this journey because, like I said, in the marriage, sometimes you can't even get the grocery list together, let's know the whole book. So let's bring them on. Rashan Carter. Bro, go ahead, bring them on, bro. Rashan, bring her on.
You just took her off completely.
I did. Oh my god.
Yeah, leave it alone.
I'm not doing anything over here.
You took her off. She's not even on here no more.
Come on, Dan. Bring Dan Davison on. We're gonna bring her husband on because he's gonna get her back in. Get her back in.
I'm gonna try to get her back in. I'm gonna try. Hold on.
There you go, try.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
That's Mr. Sticky Fingers. That he was sticky. You were sticky fingers yesterday.
That was you.
Your fingers were sticking to the buttons yesterday.
That
and
was
they still sticking to the buttons. Man.
That was you. I'll give you that Soldier Boy. That was you.
That's funny.
Yesterday, Greg just left me in the room.
Come on now.
They just left you in the room?
They just left me in the room yesterday, Greg. You just left me in the room.
See? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Yeah. See what I mean? I'm not the only one that's duh.
No.
This is about
Stop it.
This is about the distinct about the guild and these authors, okay? We got to get Dan's wife back on. Gina took her completely off. I don't know why. I guess she was tired of her waiting. I'm
about to say I texted her. She hasn't responded yet, so I don't know. She's trying to get back in.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do that, but okay.
But you did do that. But again, welcome to the show. We appreciate you guys coming through, okay? And we know we're going to have some fantastic stories from you guys about your journey, getting these books out, and the journey of getting to the Distinguished Authors Guild. So let's get it started, Gina. Let's go.
All right. I'm trying to help Fyre Marshal here. Do you see her profile, bro? Yeah, her internet.
Okay. Well, we got it. We're gonna hear about this. First of all, we got Patricia Wallace. Patricia.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, first of all, welcome to the show again. But let me ask you now, you're an ambassador. Okay, we asked the other people about this. An ambassador for the Distinguished Authors Guild. What does that do for you, and what does that do for the Distinguished Authors Guild?
Well, for me, it helps me to branch out with more confidence with pursuing what I really want to do beyond, first of all, with the writing, because that's how we were introduced, but how I can expand it into a platform as we're being taught by Dr. Carolyn and Miss Gina. So a platform to showcase the different things, the other gifts, the other ideas that we might be having. And so that's what the guild brings to me, because I'm learning a lot about, how to branch out, the marketing efforts, how you have to be persistent and not be afraid to think big and, go strong after those things that you want. And so by me doing that, so now like a year later, since I've won and now I'm an ambassador, I'm branching out more into one of my passions for editing. That's what I like to do outside of the actual writing. I like words and, everything associated with that. And I've done it in my day job for years. And so I'm branching out on my own to do that. And that was one of the things that the Distinguished Authors Guild has helped give me the courage and the insight and the tools to do something like that and to understand that it's bigger than me just writing one book and me just staying in that lane, to expand into all of my capabilities. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And so, you know, and what I bring to it is my experience as an ambassador now, my experience, so that I can get to know the other authors and help encourage them and help applaud them, and to let them see that this is a literary family. We support each other and we showcase each other as much as we can. So that's what I'm helping to bring to it, to have to get more exposure and just to let people see that this is a safe place to be in the literary world.
I remember you saying you wanted to edit, you wanted to start editing too. So I'm glad you're continuing your journey as far as that goes. So I remember that was one of the things you said that you were going to do. Gina,
Yes.
Let's get to this couple here.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Davison. I want to know how this experience as a couple authorship, how did that work out for you? Well, we know how it worked out, but were there any hiccups during that process? Either one of you is fine.
I wouldn't say there were hiccups. Of course, there was. This is my fourth book.
What? I'm about to say fourth.
Yeah, this is my fourth book, my third nomination with D.A.G. And I'm a previous winner for my previous journal. And so I think if I had to say there was a hiccup, I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. So I think we should go this route. And I think this is what we should do, because I've done this already. And he was like, but no, wait, it's the both of us.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a team situation, and she was just, she was going in.
She took control.
Really yeah, I mean, but I get it. The fact that she's done it already, you kind of like, all right, let me piggyback off of that. But I got to drop my input in there too. So yeah, that part was it. But I wouldn't say it wasn't a hiccup. We just was going back and forth with that creativity.
What's the title of the book? I mean, what was the book about? Because I may have missed that part.
So the book is called My Lover, My Best Friend. It's a heart-to-heart journal for couples. And basically, we've been knowing each other over 20 years. We met in high school. We were high school sweethearts. We broke off. We still remained friends and everything through the 20 years. And then 7 years ago, we stunt the block, I guess you could say. Like, and we decided to give our relationship another chance. What?
No, I respect that.
That is sweet.
I respect that. Much love and respect to both of you all.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so in the past 7 years, in developing our relationship and learning each other as adults, because of course we were kids, we were 16 when we met. And so now knowing each other as adults, we had to kind of overcome some different challenges and just learning. And we're long distance. So we have a long distance relationship, and we've been in a long distance relationship for 7 years. So if you know anything about...
Hold up.
Okay, you raise your hand. Go ahead, Mr. G.
So you live in New Orleans?
Yes, sir.
And you live in Texas?
Yes, sir.
What the hell?
You can say what the hell. You can go what the hell is fine. But I will tell you this: we make it a point that someone comes somewhere in a month, and sometimes more than twice a month.
Oh, definitely.
Someone's coming somewhere. Or not. We're leaving and we'll go somewhere together. We'll meet up and take a trip or something like that. But definitely, effort is made, and someone will be somewhere in the course of a month or twice a month.
And I respect that, because my last relationship started as a long distance relationship, and that's how it was. Within the 6 week span, someone came somewhere. So,
and that's what it is. We're very intentional. Yeah, we're very intentional on our time. We're very intentional on our togetherness. And the biggest thing is because we're long distance and we've been long distance for 7 years, communication is everything, whether it's over the phone, whether it's on FaceTime, or when we're in front of each other. So part of how the book came about was we were just going over some of the things that we were intentional about knowing about each other and learning about each other and growing as a couple. And we kind of took those questions and was like, okay, some of these questions most people don't ask themselves. I'm a mental health therapist and I see individuals and couples and families and things like that. So, of course, some of the things that I was experiencing through supporting others, I would go back and go, what you think about this? Not saying what happened, but like asking the questions to him. And he's like, well, that's a good question. Let's talk about that. And so out of that rose my love of my best friend, because he is my best friend. He's the first person I call when I'm happy, sad, mad, glad, whatever. If I have a decision to make, I turn my brain off and I call him.
It ain't that easy. Don't say that like that. Don't say that like that. Don't do it like that. Don't say it like that.
I had y'all. I wish I had y'all book because it sounds awesome. I wish I had it a few years ago. Well, about a year ago, because maybe I'll still be in my relationship. Because it sounds like a very informative, helpful book for couples.
All right, so it came after. Let's give a little bit more backstory, babe. It was all right. I got shot. All right, and going through that, I had to just reinvent the couple. Like, she got to let me go through that point. I was on my way to work. I got shot. You know how you go through the emotions. Hey, I didn't have nothing. It wasn't intentional. I had no beef. I was just on my way to work. Wrong place, wrong time. So from that is okay, she had to let me deal with that. And in that, we had those conversations. Just letting me grow, seeing, hey, babe, you had, I don't want to bother you, but let's talk about something. And she got it out of me. And the more we start talking, she started taking her little notes on the side. And that's how we got to where we are. Yeah.
So put it together.
So why don't y'all come on the relationship show on Monday?
Mo, you read my mind.
I was trying to.
Tell you something. There's relationships out there just like y'all's relationship. I mean, we cover a lot of stuff on Monday on our relationship show, but we've never ever covered a long distance relationship show. Never. I bet you. I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, and of course, G-Man up in the upper left hand corner. If you want to come on there and you know. And tell us how that's going, you know, how y'all plan that out. Because I mean, I can't stand being away from my wife for like 3-4 days now, you know, and I travel a lot. You know, I travel a lot too.
Trust me, when she get around me, we all up on each other though. That's the problem. Well, like she was here this weekend, I had a family reunion. I had the DJ the whole time, but I'm like, I just want to leave. I want to get by my wife. I ain't got time for all that.
Are y'all married?
Yes, we are.
Oh no,
we'll be married a year. So like he was saying, when the trauma happened, because he had the primary trauma and I experienced the vicarious trauma of the shooting. And so last year, giving a little bit more backstory, last year we planned our wedding and we were supposed to get married August 2nd. That was the date we had set because August was the month that he was shot. And in my therapeutic brain, I'm like, let's give a positive to the month of August.
Turn the spin.
And it didn't pick, but I wasn't paying attention to him and what he was experiencing. And so we set the date for August 2nd. He called me that Monday and was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. And so it did an emotional thing on me.
Ooh, yeah.
And it did an emotional thing for him because I was like, well, if you can't do this, I can't support you.
Whoa.
I got to go get myself together because what the hell?
How did I
Right?
miss? Yeah, she was more like, how did she miss it?
Yeah.
That it was more like, how did I miss that? And
That'd be interesting for Monday.
I want to get into some questions, but like I say, we got to bring them on that relationship roundtable because I'm gonna save all them questions for that. And I got like, I don't even want to even. I'm not even gonna start.
We don't.
So I did see a question pop on the screen about who's gonna move or when do we plan on moving. That's undecided right now as far as when the move is gonna happen.
Yeah, but I'm gonna wind up moving.
He's gonna be the one to move to Texas because I have a private practice and my career is here, even though I am licensed in Louisiana as well. But I've built my career and my business and my brand here in Texas. So he will move here. It's just we're not sure of the when because we have children and he is a phenomenal father. And I wouldn't dare take him away from our daughter and he not be able to be there the way he shows up for her, which is he's sitting in the car right now because she's at volleyball. So
that's why I've been in the car. So I'm sitting in the car while she's at volleyball. So that's
Volleyball dad.
Yeah. I'm very active into all the sports.
I'm confused, but we're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
I have a question. I have a question for Patricia. Patricia, I never asked you this, but what inspired you to write children's books? You know, I see a lot of people writing memoirs and autobiographies and things like that, but you know, a lot of people don't write children's books.
That's an interesting question. I don't know if anyone has ever asked me that before, but I don't know. It just came to be. You know what I mean? It was just the things that I was paying attention to were always the things that the little ones were doing. You know what I mean? And just watching as they grow from the lessons that they learned. And I found a lot of comedy in it. You know what I mean? Like the lightheartedness, how they would learn how to speak words correctly and how to, you know, learn manners and just how to go about their days. And as they went from grade to grade. So overall, that was something that I was always drawn to. You know, I read a lot of children's books growing up, and especially as the daughter of a librarian, you know. And then as time went on, the library was like my favorite place, and it is my refuge place even now to this day. Any library, you know, with a table and just a quiet space, that does it for me. But from there, just my general attraction to just those kinds of things, I was always tuned in to what the little ones were doing. Even when I volunteered at my church for several years while my kids were growing up, I volunteered with the K through second grade group. And again, just the things that they would do. And I would just write it down because it would just make me laugh. It would make me chuckle. And that's just, you know, something that I like doing. And then, of course, as I started putting these stories together, along came, you know, Jordan Christopher Wallace, the inspiration for Christopher's Time Out. And then just really tuning in, I had a front row seat to the things that he was doing and his journey through learning, you know, different lessons in life as a young boy. And then it just went from there. And, you know, it just kind of, it all came together. It wasn't something that I intentionally set out to say, oh, I'm going to write a children's book specifically, but it was just always there. And I tapped into it and just, you know, opened up the door just to see where that would take me.
Okay. So he was the true inspiration.
Yeah, we got that book.
Oh, absolutely.
We
absolutely.
bought that book. Yeah. Me and Marianne bought that book when we were at the show.
You sure did at the gala last year. Yes, you did.
Well.
Yes, thank you guys.
I have a copy too. I have a copy
and
too.
All the support.
That leads me to be the last one to make sure I go get that book. So
bookbaby.com.
Bookbaby.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that business, Steve. And that business. Yes. So let me ask a couple here. You guys are you've written a book, and the book is about you guys, correct?
No, actually, it's a journal.
It's a journal.
It's a journal, and
your journey.
No, actually, it's the questions that started the conversations, and it's getting the conversations started with other couples. So it's asking questions, and the couples get to give their response and their answer.
Okay, so you got a bunch of couples that are giving their responses and answers to specific questions, and you guys are answering as well, right?
No, that it's for them. So the couples will get the book
Like
if
a
they are the
workbook.
book. I mean, we answered the questions, but our answers aren't in the book.
Okay, well, I got the whole damn scenario wrong, so my fault. My question don't mean nothing, right? But the question I was going to ask is that, you know, and we said this with the others, you guys are basically bearing your souls with these books, all right? Does it bother you how people might react to some of these questions? Because we do a relationship show on Monday, and sometimes the people aren't great with the answers that we give, understandably so, of course. But do you guys have a problem with people read your book and say, well, hey, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that?
Don't care. I wouldn't care.
You say, Dan, it ain't none of my business.
Hey, you bought the book. I appreciate it. I thank you.
Yeah,
That answers your question right there.
Yeah, for me though, it's did it spark a conversation between you and your spouse? That's the goal of the book. Did you start the conversation? Because as a couples therapist and working with couples, some of the questions that I ask them in session, the faces I get when it's like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Or, oh, I would have never thought to ask that. Or, oh, and even in writing the book, when we sent to our close family and friends the transcript to get like feedback, we sent it to couples that's been married 12 years, 20 years, 15 years, 2 years, 3 years. And we're freshly in. We will make a year. Our wedding anniversary is September 28th. So we'll make a year at the end of September. They were like, these are questions we haven't even talked about in 15, 20 years.
I got to say, though, with you guys, with the long distance relationship, if you guys had been 10, maybe 15, 20 years ago, okay, y'all would have had to buy minutes. All right. And you had to buy
Man, how old, Mr. GC, you to go old school? Like, we had to buy minutes and all that. Like, we gotta wait till 9 o'clock to talk. Man, stop it.
Well, you got to remember, we actually, you're not quite wrong. Because, I mean, when we started dating in high school, we did.
In high school, yes, we did that.
You know what? Don't buy those minutes. You go in and call after 9.
Right. But we were in high school, so, you know.
Anyway.
Lord,
we did that. We did that in high school. We did that in high school. That's we had to wait till after 9.
But I got a quick question. So so it's the book is a questionnaire for couples.
Go ahead. Yes,
yes, essentially, yes.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
So Patricia.
Yes.
Don't get scared.
Oh no, I was going to ask a question myself. So, but
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, have you all thought? Because this sounds very interesting. Have you thought about or have you done workshops and things like that? You know, like in person, just to because it seems like you have something that's relevant and just really relatable. You know, just to kind of capitalize on. Have you guys done that or thought about it?
Definitely.
We've thought about it. We haven't done it because we just released the book. We just released the book in February. And like we said, we have kids and we just wrapped up a very busy AAU basketball season.
Active kids. We have active kids, y'all. Like we can't even talk about it. Between her son, our son with the AAU basketball, and my daughter with volleyball, from indoor volleyball to outdoor volleyball, it's busy. It's busy. Yeah. And then we got to get that hour. We need that hour time between each other too. So it's like, babe, I need you to get here. Like that part.
So can I ask a question? And I don't want to start nothing. And I know it ain't the relationship roundtable.
Go ahead.
Do you have kids together?
No.
No, we don't.
Okay. Now, no, I guess that. So, is it ever a situation? Does everybody get along with that situation? I mean, how is that?
That was
Yeah.
communication. Trust me, I'm listening to them. And
Yeah,
like
believe it or not, yeah, they really do. They get along.
I'm listening to it too. I'm listening to everything. I'm listening to every word precisely. So
We're
that's
not gonna turn this into the relationship roundtable, though.
okay. Then I'm gonna have to stop. Then y'all go. This is distinguished
Yeah, we're
artist
not
deal
gonna turn
today.
this. We don't have to come on.
do that.
Hold on, Mr. B. Did you raise your hand, sir? You had your hand in the
No,
back.
I was just saying, I know what it sounds like. The relationship is pretty tight between y'all because me and my wife are on our second marriages, and we don't have any kids between of us, and we've been together for 30-something years, and our kids are grown. We got grandbabies, we got great grandbabies right now. So, I mean, a lot of people don't know that's the first part of communication is at the beginning. Y'all talked about all the kids stuff. I mean, who's daddy, and I'm daddy, and that's the way it go. And there's mama, and that's mama. That's the way it go. Period. That's the way that happens.
It's like I'm bonus dad. That's bonus mom. That was easy. That was easy.
Let's move into this question because I'm looking at this question Nikita Carter wrote. She said it's a journal, not really a book per se. I want you to address that, Rashan, because I hear that a lot about journals.
Yeah.
Not a question.
That people don't view them as a book.
So when in writing, I don't feel like it's a book. The reason being is because it is something that is immersing and it takes great thought and reflection. With books, say you have a self-help book or just a regular reading book that has maybe fiction or nonfiction, you are learning a story about someone else or something else or a situation. Or with the self-help books, you're learning different ways to grow yourself based off of someone else's experience. With the journal, you're actually doing the work. You're doing the reflection. You're learning yourself and you're writing your own story. So for me, I agree with that statement because this book is not something that is going to look the same for everybody. The questions are there, but the responses are going to be individual. So it's more of a journal. I identify more as a journal.
That's cool. Can I get my Patricia question in now?
Sure, go right ahead.
So Patricia, thank you for giving me permission. I'm messy, y'all. Anyway, Patricia,
we know that.
I know that.
Yeah, right.
That's my new fan right there.
We know that.
I already knew, y'all.
Hold on. You want to keep playing?
Go ahead, Miss. I know he was gonna do it. I know he was gonna come with it.
See,
I can
go ahead, Miss
easily
Patricia. You gonna ask Miss Patricia her question?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her question now. So you're a distinguished Author Guild winner. You're also an ambassador. What is going to be next for you? Because your books are out. Are you going to transfer your energy from a children's book to a different type of a book now, or are you going to stick with children's books?
I've thought about both. Definitely another children's book because the response to, okay, what's Christopher getting into next is just, it's a natural path, right? Because I do, there's stuff to write about. But I do have ideas for like more still fiction, but just a different area, just more not a children's book, but just other ideas that I do have that I'm working on. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure of a time frame or anything like that. I'll let it flow. You know what I mean? Because that's how this book flow. I'll know when it's time, just as things progress and come together. But yes, I do. It's on the table to not just stick with children's book, to go beyond that and explore, other areas of interest that I have.
So how do you help these new D.A.G members, these new authors to market and fulfill their dreams of becoming a published or a selling author that's selling books?
Well, anybody that, just through conversation, anybody, because what I found that being a published author, so many people have come forth to me, people that I've known forever, especially, and just said, because you've written your book, you've inspired me to continue with mine. I have an idea, but I've been stuck. I've been afraid, but I see that you've stepped out and done it, so what did you do? How did you do it? So the questions just come from people who do get inspired. And I like that because it's important for us to inspire each other and be able to connect on that level, especially as authors, because a lot of times it can feel pretty lonely. Like a lot of times it's not a craft that's taken seriously as, like a 9 to 5 more traditional job. And as a creative, we know better because books are very influential, very important. They're everywhere, but everybody doesn't take it seriously. So I try to help inside and outside of the guild. People who have questions, try to encourage people, even by, just liking people's posts, giving them words of affirmation. You can do it. There's a whole lot of room at the top. We can all rise. We can all rise together. We have different areas, different paths, but that doesn't mean we can't support each other, even if we're on the same path. The night that I won, 2 of the first people that came to congratulate me were the other 2 nominees in my category. And they were sincere about that and bought a book for me. You know what I mean? And so it's real, just that camaraderie, the kinship, the community, that is real. And so, and I've experienced that inside of the guild. And I was happy because it felt like home, because I do have that in my own personal life with my family and friends, along the way. So I just try to pour out what's been poured into me.
That's a great answer. Because you guys need to really, with the Distinguished Authors Guild, I think it's created a family. It's created a network of authors that are going to help one another to get out there and market a different way. Everyone, what I've experienced with you guys is that you can take direction, you can take the criticism, and it's not really criticism, but you all can take it and grow from it and let it manifest itself and grow from it, which is a beautiful thing. And I appreciate you guys for doing that. With the couple, a little bit alluding to what Patricia was saying, something visual, is that ever in your plans? Because I'm a filmmaker, but for visuals, I think something like that would be great to be put on film. The question and answer sessions that you guys could possibly do.
We definitely have been talking about it. Like I said, it just hasn't manifested itself. We did a segment. Yeah, right. It's definitely manifested right now. We did do a video when I was a part of when I was on the Mind Matters channel with Dr. Stevens. We did do a segment together. So it's not implausible. It's just finding the right time to make it happen.
It's like 7:35.
And the Wallace was in the house. They just showed up.
Dan, let me get this one in real quick before we move back to Patricia. Dan, have you guys ever thought about doing romance novels?
Oh,
or anything? I mean,
that's a good
going that Dan with the romance novels. Okay. I mean,
as a married couple, that would be awesome.
Yes. Coming from, just think about it. Coming from the ideas that you could pull together, coming from a female point of view and a male point of view, and you will get Natalie a run for her money.
Now I don't want to go up against Miss Natalie now. Miss Natalie is the romance queen. I do not think I want none of that smoke.
Hey, we can do so.
He say he want to smoke. You say he want to smoke.
Look, you know what, baby? We can do something. We can do something.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
We
it.
can talk about it. We can talk
Well,
about it.
listen,
Y'all put it out there. We can talk
the
about it.
reason I say this is because most of the time when we hear people giving relationship information, it's usually people who are not married, not in a relationship, and they're out here, giving everybody, suggestions and tips and all of this, and they're not even in a relationship. So to have a couple who's there going through it and putting it out there, I'm telling you, there's a door open for you right there.
But Gina, too, that person that don't be in relationships, they really help you, because all you got to do is don't do shit they say. Excuse my language, and your relationship will be good. Excuse my language. I didn't mean to.
That's funny, dude.
No pun intended, Greg.
Hey. But Natalie says, I'm here for the competition. So if it's a competition with Natalie and her book,
like she throw the gauntlet down.
She popped up right quick at the bottom, too.
Oh, Miss Natalie. I love Miss Natalie. I met Miss Natalie when I was at the award show when I won that night. She's a beautiful soul. I've read one or two of her books because I think I bought one that night and then I bought another one. Miss Natalie, I might need some coaching, love, to make that happen.
Coaching and competition for Natalie is an orgy, okay? So we cannot.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's funny.
I don't even know what I was finna say no more.
No, I'm joking. I think I told her last night when she was on the show. I told her last night that I think it's great that we have a plethora of different styles of writing. Okay, it is definitely good to do this because of the fact that we need a release. We need creativity. We need to do something other than look at the freaking news and see all of this mess going on. We need to take a step out of reality and read these books. Honestly, we need to do this. And Natalie, you're doing such a great job out there, really. I clown you a lot because your books are nasty as hell, but still.
Hey, Greg, it's not nasty.
We need that.
They for grown folk. They're not nasty. They're just for grown folk. That's all.
It's not nasty. The end is for Natalie. The R is for romance.
There you go.
And that's a good point, though, because it's so many stories out there. You can never have too many stories. There's so much creativity out there. You can have the same topic of romance or children's book or whatever, but there's so many different ways to tell a story. And that's great because you have different audiences. And so everyone is not going to be drawn to every type of writing, but that's why you have different ways of telling it to reach your particular audience.
Exactly.
You know what, Patricia, I want to ask you, what are you going to do next I always say when you have a book, you have to keep putting life into it. What are you going to do next with Christopher Times Out? Christopher's Time Out.
Plural, yes.
I gotta say that.
Well, we've Christopher and I have talked about, doing the whole video YouTube thing, trying to expand in that capacity, visual, because it is a children's book and it's all about the pictures and the visual part of it really draws you in. So we've been talking about that to see how far that will go, see if we can gain any traction, and then we'll just take it from there.
Let us know so we can push it for you. We'll push it for you.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Connections. I got a lot of people that come on, man. Y'all got to use.
I'm telling you.
I have a question for both authors, since you are both authors and award-winning authors. How do you know when your book is complete?
The end. What the hell?
I knew it was coming. I said, here you go.
What? He'll put 50 words.
Hey.
I knew I was getting it.
You might as well go ahead and put them gasoline boots on, man.
Go ahead and answer the question, y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's a legitimate question.
Go ahead, Patricia.
Oh, okay. Me first. You just know. You just know. I can't explain it. It's just you tell the story, you get that feeling of completeness. You've captured what you wanted to capture, and you've run the whole gamut of setting the stage for the point you're trying to make, whatever it is. And then you just have to be tapped in to know where it's going to end. You don't know, at least for me. Some people might know from the beginning. I may not necessarily know. I didn't know exactly how this story that I wrote was going to. I knew how it was going to start, and I knew the point I was trying to make, but I didn't know. It took a lot of reflection. It took a lot of just drawing into myself and pulling out the things that I wanted to share, that would make it relatable to my intended audience. So for me, it wasn't cut and dry. I just knew at the end, like my story is about a little boy who doesn't know how to act right in class. He's the class clown. He wants to fall out of the chair when the teacher's teaching and all of this. And so part of the way my son really learned that lesson, he outgrew it. He just became more active in sports and everything. But when I was a substitute teacher, a lot of times when the class would act up, the teacher, when they came back, they would make the class write apology notes. Dear teacher, dear Miss Wallace, I'm sorry I acted a fool today. I won't do it again. And a lot of them would be embarrassed, believe it or not, because they didn't want to have to do that. And so that's how that struck with me, because I felt like the apology letters were so sincere, and they would even if they were saying things like, well, I didn't really do anything, so I don't know why I have to write you this letter. I was good that day. But it was the closure of it to address their behavior. And so that's how I came up with the idea of closing the book that way. He wrote a note to his teacher, and she accepted it, giving him another chance. And so you just kind of know things just come together. However they're going to come together for what you're trying to tell, you just have to be tapped. And that's how I, figured out how to end my story.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to answer that because I have 5 children's books. And my editor told me, you got to go back. You got to add some more to that, and you got to get a better ending. So it is so important to have an editor, because I thought after writing for 5 years, I thought I was done. I thought I was at the end. But she oh boy, yeah, she told me, you got to add some more to this story. You got to do this. You got to make the characters more interactive. So that editor part, which I'm so glad that Patricia is doing, because she is going to tell it to you. She's going to tell it to you because she knows what a good book is. And you are going to read your own story, and it's going to sound good to you.
That's true.
You're going to miss every mistake, because your eyes and your brain is going to tell you what it is that you're trying to say, but it may not be correct on paper.
Right.
So having that editor is so important.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's a great thing that we're having the opportunity to speak with these authors, because we're finding out more about them as they speak. We don't just see a book now, we don't just see words on pages. We see the actual people that have actually toiled and put their time into these books, these journals, and are giving us something more to look forward to. Our time is running out, but I want to know from everybody, each of the authors here, if there were young people that want to do this, what would you tell them? How would you guide them into starting to write? Anyone can answer.
Oh, go ahead, Rashan.
Yeah, I'm about to say, get at the Ellie. Good, Ben, you take that alley, because I would say, if for me it was just us having conversations. So I can't say I went into it saying, hey, let's write this book. It was just us having conversations. So it came off easy. For me. Go ahead,
for me, of course, making sure that it's self-reflection, but making sure that you're being aligned with what your path is, And so that may be going to your higher power and checking in to say, is what I'm feeling and the vision you're giving me where I'm supposed to go? And if so, give me the tools and the ability to do so. And just following the passion of it all. Because when we started writing, like my husband said, it was more out of conversation. When I wrote my first book, it was out of just self-reflection. When I wrote the other two, it was out of experience. So it just grew with me as I grew. So just following your passion and letting it guide you, but also checking in with whatever you believe in and having the faith that it's going to make it do what it do.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that because it's within you. You're birthing something that's already there and it's put in you for a reason. And so, like Rashan said, it's up to you to follow, to have the faith to step on it, which is easier said than done. And a lot of us authors know we become our own worst enemy because we second guess what we've been given, what's been instilled in us that nobody else can take away from us. But once you tap into it and run with it, then that's when it opens up. And I would tell anybody to just, especially when you recognize it, that's when it's time for you to start to get going because it's being brought to your attention for a reason. It wasn't just put inside of you to stay there. It's to share with others. So tap into that and run with it. Don't be afraid.
Okay, how can people get these books?
Well,
First, tell us the name again.
Okay. Our book is called My Lover, My Best Friend, a heart-to-heart couples journal. It can be found on Amazon. You just type in the search bar, My Lover, My Best Friend, and it should pop up. You can also reach out to me directly through my website, which is www.passionpurposefulfilled.com. And there's links there where you can click and it'll bring you to the Amazon site. Or if you reach out to me directly, I can send it out directly to you.
Man, I typed in My Lover, My Friend, and Alexander O'Neill popped up.
My lover, my best friend.
Hey, that's a good one though, Greg. That's award winning. That's a good one too.
What about you?
My book is available on bookbaby.com. And it's also available on Amazon. And you can learn more about me on my website at www.imaginecreateread.mycanva.site. And then you can also hit me up if you're interested in an editor. I can be reached through my editing business, Imagine, Create, Read Editing Services.
Imagine, create.
So proud of you.
Imagine, create, read, service, read
editing
services.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to write that down. Gina, send me that link because I know you.
No, she got
I'll
it.
send it to you.
I know.
You starting a whole library, Steve. I'm proud of you.
I mean, I'm trying because listening to all of these authors and listening to you, Greg Maurice, I really want to try. I want to write a book about seizures. And I've wrote over years and time little things and snippets. So that's why one of my questions were, when did you know you were done? Because I don't have it together as a book. I just have it together as my thoughts and my life.
Right. Absolutely. Hey, thank you guys for coming on the show and sharing your journey with us, sharing your book with us, sharing your ideas with us. We appreciate that. We learned so much just listening to you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Really, thanks. Appreciate it.
Distinguished Authors Guild is November the 7th. We need everybody to come. Gina, we need to get more young people to write books and get out there. You know, I want to next year probably sponsor about 10 young people just so they can get the experience, you know, find out what it's about and see what it's like. Maybe it'll shock them into writing a book. You never know. You never know what might happen. Steve, what you got, bro?
Yes.
Steve, it's time to go. What you got?
I couldn't hear it. But I thank y'all. These books are grateful and very helpful in households. and I commend you. And like I say, you are great people for what you do. Thank y'all.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having us tonight.
Sure.
What you got?
I'm just thinking that's a great idea what you were just talking about, because I think the next generation needs to be, seeded now.
Yes,
I
that's
mean, we need to have that seed start now, especially if you got, these people out here and they writing songs. Write a book, turn that around and let them write a book, to get them started on that journey, or take a song and write a book out of it. I mean, it just needs, I think it needs to be definitely seeded, and that might be something, we could put out there for a show before 2025 shows up with. But I think that's a great idea, Greg. I think it's an awesome idea.
Make it happen. D.A.G, I'm gonna get you for this one, all right? My name means young girl, so you can sponsor me. Really? Okay. That's all right.
That's my boy right there.
Okay.
All right,
Gina, what you got, man?
You know what? That is the reason that we have the scholarships, because we want to pour into the young generation and put out more authors. They are going to be the key to continue this legacy. And so the scholarships are very, very important. I pride myself on it. But I just want to say, Rashan and Dan, I'm waiting on that romance book. It's coming, because we're speaking it right here. It's coming. So you guys get to writing.
We're gonna see what we can make happen. So we've been tasked with two things: making a live conference or something,
Podcast,
and writing a romance novel. Got it.
Right.
Make sure that you, if you're going to do, I mean, there's plenty of reference material, Natalie's books that you can go by. So I was saying that.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, bro. That is something that I always encourage people to do. As when you first start writing, go and read other people's books, so you can get an idea. You always go and read other books.
I wasn't trying to be funny that time. I was really making it as a compliment.
I like I said, I love Miss Natalie's books, and if I can learn anything from her and we can create something in that realm, I'm game.
And your husband gonna be happy if you can learn anything from him. He gonna be happy.
And she's a great
There's your
mentor.
editor. There's your workshops. You got everything with the
It's all in the house. It's all in the house.
Yeah, I want to make sure.
I've been part of the family for years.
And Patricia, when I do sponsor these kids, these young people, I'm gonna bring them straight to you, okay, so that they can get that experience of what you went through with your book, and definitely, I mean, we got to do it, because as Mo said, it's time for them to sit down now, not yesterday. It's time for them to sit down now. So we're gonna make sure that we get that.
Patricia, where's Jordan?
He's on the call. He commented earlier.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can't have a show without Jordan.
Yeah, all right. No,
he was one of the first.
Y'all, Wallace jumped up there. He was like, Wallace. I was like, the family's here. They show up.
Yeah.
So they don't
Look at that comment like that. Look at this one. That's my wife right there.
Great answer.
He said, "That's my right there."
That's my wife right there, boy.
Hey, represent.
DJ said, whatever you believe in yourself and know that someone needs to read what you have to say.
Absolutely.
That's right.
George said, I'm here for sure.
That's right.
There's
What's up,
Jordan.
Hey, Jordan. Hey, little brother. Our little brother on tonight. We miss you.
I cannot wait to see his next project. Brian Lacey said, we here. Everybody there.
That's my cousin.
They just been showed up, man. It's like you mentioned one name and all of them just pile on. They just
everybody came up.
Y'all keep that support going, man.
That's right. That's support. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Thank you guys for coming to the show, hanging out with us. All right. We got to do again, Gina. So we're gonna be full for the rest of the year. We'll probably be full with these shows because we want to do our shows with you guys individually as well.
We need them on for the relationship roundtable.
Oh,
You set that up. You set that up whenever they come on. They come on, and I get to sit back and listen. I ain't got to say the
people have questions.
I can't wait to that show.
You sound like you ready for it. You got your questions already?
My mind's working.
My mind's telling me no.
Yes, man.
I really enjoyed you guys. I really did.
Oh, we enjoyed you all too.
Much appreciated, guys.
Very nice. Congratulations to you all too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Patricia, thank you as well, Patricia, for
Yes.
doing what you do so wonderfully. Okay, we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right,
thank you for
You
coming.
guys come out November 7th, Theater 47, and meet these nominees in person. Come out and network with them, get to know them face to face. It's amazing. It's an amazing night. November 7th, go to Eventbrite, get your tickets. Keyword, Distinguished Authors Guild.
It's a love fest, okay? Natalie will be writing about Love Fest eventually, okay? But it's a love fest up there at the Distinguished Authors Guild. All right? We want to see everybody, okay? This is Dope Living TV Live. We will see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.
Peace.